Welcome to Waterfall Cottage. I'm Cherie, and that's Tommy. And today we might be gardening, remodeling, cooking, canning, or tending to our chickens. Stick around and see what we are up to today.
Hey y'all. So, based on some comments I've gotten lately on some of my videos, of which there's over 400, I thought I would take a minute to bring some of the newer people up to speed, because those comments tell me that you have no clue what's going on here at our home, and I'm hoping that by making this video I will not get as many snarky, downright rude comments, of which I've gotten more than I think is my fair share lately. I don't think bullying is okay, and some of the comments are bullying. They're just, I don't know any, I wasn't raised that way. My mama raised me like, if you don't have something nice to say, then just don't say anything at all. But anyway, Tommy's not here to help me with this video. So I thought I would just go ahead and do the video myself and start from the beginning. So in 2017, Tommy and I bought a dilapidated, unlivable, rat and roach infested lake house. We bought it for $50,000, and I challenge you to go out today and buy a $50,000 lake house pretty much anywhere. You couldn't do it here outside of one of the largest cities in North America. Housing prices have become absolutely ridiculous, but because of that, we're told our house is worth 4 times what we paid for it now, even in the condition that it's in, simply based on the fact that it is a lake house. It's lake view, not lake front. And during Hurricane Harvey, we did not flood. Everyone on my street that's lakeside flooded, we did not. So that helped our value, as well as all of the influx of people coming here from other states, where, you know, a house like mine in California would cost a whole lot more. They sell their house there, they come here with all that money, and they're driving housing prices up. I'm not complaining, I'm just making a statement. So anyway, in 2017, we bought this house. People thought we were crazy, but we had been living in our RV for a year while we looked for property, and this one came up. We had already had 2 failures as far as buying something, and I'm like, I had been a realtor for 10 years, almost 10 years, and I saw the potential, and Tommy, being Tommy, will just go along with whatever it is I want to do. So we lived in our RV for the first probably 6 months while we got the bedroom livable and got a bathroom that was livable and usable. And it was barely even that, and it's still barely even that. Not long after we bought the house, Hurricane Harvey hit. We lost a week of work and all the money that goes along with that, and that was a big setback for us. They also had a mistake where they were taking double child support out of Tommy's paycheck, which it was a mistake, and it was eventually corrected, but it took us months to get it corrected. So during that time, we were only living on my paycheck. So in the beginning, even though we sold the RV and used that money for improvements, you know, we just didn't have a lot of money to put towards projects. So we have slowly did things that we could do as we could afford it. We replaced the roof. We replaced the entire air conditioning unit, including the ductwork. There's no part of the original air conditioning left in this house. We've ripped every room down to the studs. We've replaced most of the plumbing, most of the electrical, the 2 electric panels that it has. We have done so much. We've replaced the windows. We have replaced the hardy on half the house. It's rotted all the way around because it's a 1968 house. So of course wood is going to rot. We have a garage that's separate from the house, and it has rot on it, but it's a garage. We don't live in it, so we're not as concerned about repairing the garage as we are about getting the house completed, and then we will work on the garage. Because all of that hardy is going to have to, and that surprisingly has some hardy on it, but all of that is going to have to be replaced as well. And we haven't even done anything to the roof on that. We had to replace a wall in the living room because it was rotted. We're around the window and it rotted the entire wall. We had to replace, we had to insulate the roof, the ceiling, with blown-in insulation, which we have a video about that. That was a miserable process. I can't even think of everything that we've done. We have a video on pretty much everything out there, but you still have people that come along with some snarky little comment like, shouldn't you do something, you know, you've neglected this and neglected that. We haven't neglected anything. Whoever lived here before us did neglect it, but that wasn't us. We bought a fixer-upper. We knew what we were getting into, but we bought a fixer-upper that I call the money pit. We did a video on a crack right in front of the garage where we put that pool foam in there and then sealed it, and we got all of the carpenter ants out of there that were eating the front of the garage. And this person wanted to know why we didn't fix the garage trim before we got rid of the carpenter ants. I don't understand that, but here's why. Because if you have termites or carpenter ants, you get rid of them. You don't replace the wood and then get rid of the insect problem. You get rid of the insect problem and then you replace the wood or the hardy or whatever you're going to do. So that's what we did, but we still got a comment that makes absolutely no sense to me, but here I am explaining it. So anyway, we have paid someone twice to level the house. It is still not level, so we do not have flooring in the house. So that's pretty much why I have chosen to paint the wooden floor, the plywood subfloor, because it at least looks a whole lot better than just the crappy looking plywood floors. There's one, you know, we're taking a risk by replacing windows and doors when we know that the house is not level. But we've decided we're going to go ahead and level it ourselves, which will mean we have to get bottle jacks and all of that. Excuse me. But I was digging a French drain for days and days, and we realized how bad the foundation was under our bedroom. This is a pier and beam house. It's up on cinder blocks. A lot of y'all won't be familiar with that. And a lot of people in the north don't understand that we in the south, or specifically Texas, do not have basements. We have crawl spaces. So rather than pay someone $10,000 or more to come level this house, we're going to just go ahead and do it ourselves. So we need to do that before we can finish this back wall. As far as the side of the house, which shows up in a lot of my videos, people are like, why haven't you done that yet? Well, because 2 of the windows are going to become doors that will come out onto a deck. And I have not found the doors that I want yet. And then once I do find the doors that I want, then Tommy is going to have to install them. And Tommy's working 70 to 80 hour work weeks right now because there's an employee shortage in America and nobody even applies to jobs anymore. And if they do, a lot of times they're not hireable by, you know, the company's rules. So I'm here by myself trying to get done what I can get done, which is painting and the gardening and, you know, all of the chicken stuff. So I do videos on what I can get done, waiting for Tommy to have a day or two off where he can help with some of the bigger construction projects that he needs to do. It's not that I can't do them, it's just that he's better at it than I am. And he'll admit I'm better at gardening and cooking and canning than he is. He doesn't know anything about canning. He can cook, but anyway, that's my job. So we have not finished our kitchen. We have not finished our we really don't have any room that is completely finished, but we do things as we can afford them. Lumber prices skyrocketed during COVID, and you know, of course there was COVID, and we lost work over COVID. We've had all these financial setbacks, and we did have the deck that was given to us by someone who was tearing a house down, and they said there was this deck that was a year old. All the wood was still good. We could have the entire deck, which was even covered, if we would just come and tear it down. They didn't want the wood to go to waste. So we spent a couple of weeks, several times a week, going over there, unscrewing all these boards, and we brought it home. And we have built an outdoor shower. And what else did we build? Oh, we built the pergola that I'm sitting under. We're about to build the carport, and we built this pergola for about $100, and the same for the shower. But we, by spending 2 weeks recycling this lumber, we're able to do projects here that we normally wouldn't be able to afford because of some of the financial setbacks that we've had. And I get it. People don't understand doing things a little bit at a time. We're not going to get a loan, a construction loan, or any other kind of loan to go ahead and just hurry up and finish this stuff. We are DIYers. We do it on a budget. And in a world where everybody wants everything right now, the process may go a little too slow for you. I'm not going to apologize for that. That's just the way it is. To redo the main bathroom in the house, the only one with a shower, we expect it to cost us at least $3,000 to $5,000. And for us right now, that's a lot of money that we just don't have. So if we can spend $100 on the stuff to build a pergola, or $100 to build the outdoor shower that we will need while we're constructing the bathroom, or $100 to build a carport that Tommy can work under while he's doing the bathroom, and that's what we're going to do, instead of just not doing anything because we don't have the everything we need to do that bathroom yet. And some of the things in that bathroom will be custom. It's not as simple as going to Lowe's and buying a vanity and a sink, because that's not what we want. Just like our half bath in our master bedroom, we want a custom vanity and things like that, some built-ins, because we do live in a 1,000 square foot, very little house. And so every space matters as far as storage and where we put everything. Right now I have nowhere to put towels in my bathroom, so I have them in an old army locker in the hallway outside the bathroom door. But in the bathroom plans, we plan to build storage area, cedar storage area for towels and things like that. So I know some people don't understand why we do this over here and then we jump over here and do this, and why we don't just start in a room and complete it from start to finish. And there are reasons why, and we may not do the best job explaining why. We'll try to do a better job in the future of that, but the snarky comments need, that's just not necessary. We're nice people. We help people as much as we can. We do for others. And I just don't, it's not necessary. Being nice is not difficult. questioning and saying, why, you know, what are your plans, or what are you going to do about that? That's different. But some of the snarkiness, man, nope, I don't have to put up with that. And I will block you immediately. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know what more I can explain except that we take things one day at a time, and we do the projects as they come up. You know, when you're in the middle of doing something and your dang well breaks and you gotta pay $800 to have that fixed, these things happen. And it happens to you and it happens to us. We're real people that choose to record the process of remodeling a lake shack. You know, that's all there is to it. And we know we put ourselves out there, but that doesn't make it okay to be mean to us. So anyway, there's videos out there if you want to see where this house started, and you can follow along and see where it's currently at. I think it's come a long way from where we started. There's no longer huge rats scurrying around in the walls. I won't even put that rat picture up, but it's in one of our videos, that huge rat thing. I thought it was a possum in the wall, to be honest. Yeah, this house has come a long way, and we're very proud of what we have accomplished so far. And we're just going to keep moving forward day by day. Thank you guys for coming along on the journey. And those of y'all who are new here, go back and watch some of the old videos and see how bad this house was. I could put my whole upper body through the one wall by the window in the living room when we first moved here. It was that bad. It was during Harvey. I think we had 10 buckets catching the water coming through the roof, and yeah, no regrets, and we keep moving forward. I hope that's a good explanation as to why we do certain things the way we do. We don't have a Hollywood budget, we have a Huffman budget. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next video.